Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Well, the snowy week we've had did turn out to be an impressive one, noting nearly 17 inches of snowfall. We'll dive into more of those snow numbers here later this week, but noting that we at least made up some ground, as we now are noting that our seasonal total still has a deficit just shy of 2 feet, but that was greater just a week ago. So noting there's some improvements, getting some moisture that we will use into those soils as we head into the summer months. But what we are noting here as we head into our Thursday is that we have conditions that are starting to change. We'll still see some maybe spotty chances for a rain to snow shower as we are talking about some warming temperatures, noting that our Thursday morning lows are holding just around those mid to upper 20s for inland spots, and coastal areas noting to hold closer to that freezing mark, which is going to lead to that main precipitation type for most of our Gulf coastal locations to turn to rain showers. Now we will continue to see that coastal precipitation is going to be again our main area of concern, even noting that we'll have some moderate winds during some of those heavier precipitation points. But then there is a trend to turn to even some mostly dry conditions into our Friday forecast for the entire South Central. Still some potential upsloping precipitation for our coastal regions extending into Saturday as well, but still noting that inland is going to now hold back to that drier pattern, as we'll note that by Sunday we're going to be back to seeing some of those moderate impacts return for our coastal regions. Now here into our Thursday for Anchorage, we're looking at some partly sunny skies with a high 42 degrees. So really much of any of that snowfall that we do have at the surface, we are noting that that is going to melt down pretty quickly with these types of temperatures, as well as noting that if we can get some of that sun with it, we do have that strong sun angle this time of the year that also works at that snowpack. Now we will see that as we roll into the forecast, we do still have some of those moderate areas of precipitation, especially for, again, our coastal areas. But as we roll throughout the day, we do start to see that that is weakening, and we're noting more of a mostly sunny sky to pull in for the end of our Thursday and then continue to take us into our Friday for the entire South Central region. So we are looking at a gorgeous end to a week after a very active weather pattern. So even as we look at that precipitation potential, we can see that we're starting to dry out those inland regions. Still some of that accumulation for our coastal areas, but overall, again, weakening by the end of the day to show off some times of that sunshine. And that sunshine for this time of the year sits at 12 hours and 17 minutes, just slightly before an 8 a.m. sunrise, and now after an 8 p.m. sunset. We will look at high temperatures for all of our inland spots. They're looking to climb near those lower 40s. Whittier at 37 degrees, Valdez at 38, Homer at 40 degrees. Friday is going to show more times of that sunshine, similar temperatures, upper 30s, lower 40s, and then we will be battling some of that weekend cloud cover as we watch that next moderate system will lift into Sunday. But when it comes down to our inland regions, including Anchorage, we're expected to stay on that dry but mild side.